Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. Last week of the month, so we have a new environment this week. It is the HMCS Moondancer from Case Files, created by Bobbert O'Reilly. This is kind of a long-awaited deck. It's a floating casino out in the middle of the ocean, lorded over by a guy who looks like David Bowie. It's awesome. We've seen a lot of references to it in previous decks, and it's so cool it's here now. Also cool, it comes with its own dice, just 2d6. This is what the one side looks like. I thought that was pretty neat. Our villain for today is Tom Airy, coming back again to be creepy and weird. Fighting them are Cypher, Target Lady Liberty, a Mentor Night Mist, and a new variant for the King of Greed. It's the original King of Greed, her magical girl self, which is very cool. She's the magical girl of happiness, which surely she's going to make us. Well, here we go. They start in play. We search for a Lovetown resident, put it into play, shuffle the villain deck, discard the top 5 cards. When they're at 45 or fewer HP, they flip, and the villain turn. Deal 2 hero targets highest HP, 2 melee damage. That's pretty easy. And this guy is at the end of each hero turn. If this card wasn't dealt damage this turn, it deals that hero 2 melee damage. When it enters play from the trash, it deals the hero target with highest HP 4 melee damage. It's actually more deadly when you kill them, sort of. Here we go. Guided by Love. Whenever Tom Airy is dealt damage, they regain a hit point. Ooh. First time each turn a card is played from the villain trash, they regain 2 HP. Could be worse, but could be better. 2 highest are Lady Liberty and Night Mist. And that's it. Okay. Oh, Cypher's off to a bad start. Rapid prototyping. Draw 2 cards. Did not get an augment, so that doesn't help. His power doesn't do anything. Draw a card. It might be one of those Cypher games. Lady Liberty will start off with Healing Warmth. Let's heal Night Mist and let her play the amulet. And then Power, Yearn to Breathe Free. Let's discard an ongoing card to destroy an ongoing card. Can I? I don't have any ongoing cards. Shoot. Well, I just discard a card and draw a card and draw a card then. That would have been very nice if I could have done that. Night Mist will play Enlightenment. Darn, it's a planar banishment. She will redirect that as 3 damage and they heal 1. And draw 3 cards. Her power is Magical Mentor. Select another hero character. Till the start of your next turn, when that hero deals damage, increase or decrease it by 1. I'm going to select King of Greed. I don't know if that's going to help, but draw a card. King of Greed will go the road of gold, discarding a number of cards. I won't discard any. King of Greed deals up to X targets 1 melee and 1 irreducible radiant damage each, where X is 1 plus number of cards discarded this way. So she's going to be doing 2 and 2. To Tom Airy, they heal 1. And then her power is 4 happiness. King of Greed deals a target 1 melee damage and 1 radiant damage. You may discard a card. If you do, damage dealt this way is irreducible. We don't need the irreducible damage. She can just do 4 more to the villain. Draw a card. Oh wait, except you know what? I've been forgetting about the Lovetown resident. You took 2. You took 2. You took 2. We will actually have discarded a card and hit it for 4. Alright, the HMCS Moondancer plays International Waters Hold'em. This is another deck with lots of great cameos in the art. At the end of the environment turn, one player reveals the top card of the villain deck, the environment deck, and their deck. Put the card with the most words in its name into play, discard the other revealed cards. That's interesting. So we're going to do King of Greed. I feel like most of the other heroes probably have 2-word titles. Hope, well that ain't it. Jai Hun, that's only 1 word because it's hyphenated. The Keel Hall, that goes into play. So, the Moondancer plays its house special. Play this card next to the hero with the most cards in hand. Their player cannot draw cards and they may play an additional card during their play phase. That's unfortunately Cypher. Start of the environment turn, select a gambling card in play. Activate that card's end of turn effect with the hero next to this card's player being the select player, then destroy this card. So it's a nice little trade-off bonus. We don't have any gambling cards, of course. Oh no, wait, we do have a gambling card, never mind. So he will get to reveal some cards. Start of the environment turn. Alright, Tom Airy. They play Wrath of Torment. Destroy 2 hero ongoing equipment cards. Well, shit. I've only got 1, and I needed that. This card was played from the villain trash. Each player discards a card. Thankfully, it was not. 2 highest are King of Greed and Night Mist. And that's it. Okay, Cypher thankfully has an initiated upgrade. We're going to start with Muscle Aug on King of Greed, because it looks like she's our damage dealer. He cannot draw a card, but he can play a second card. Nanite Surge, can't draw a card, but I can play a card. How about Cyborg Blaster? We'll have King of Greed deal a target 2 lightning damage. Let's take out the Lovetown resident. And then she heals 1 off of Nanite Surge. Draw a card. Or no, can't draw a card, never mind. And he gets to gamble at the start of the environment turn. Alright, Lady Liberty will Liberty Smite for 3 and a healing. Off of that, play 1-2 Punch for 4 more damage. Then I can discard an ongoing card, get rid of Guided by Love, and draw a card. Yay! Night Mist will Enlightenment again. 2. We will Continue to buff the King of Greed. Draw a card. So she's got +2 damage dealt right now. That's pretty awesome. King of Greed will hunger. Discard a number of cards. Each other player may discard a card. King of Greed deals a target X melee damage or X the number of cards discarded this way. I think we'll just... Nightmist can discard 1. Cypher can discard 1. So that'll be 2, 3, 4 melee damage to Tamari. And then with her power, 1 and 1 becomes 3 and 3. That's pretty fair. Draw a card. This might be a short game. But now comes the fun. The Keel Hall lets Cypher gamble. So the top card of his deck is Backup Plan. That's 2 words. Ruckus, that's not it. The house always wins. Well, that's fitting. Search the environment deck and trash for the card Jericho Moondancer. Put it into play. Shuffle the environment deck. He deals each hero X psychic damage or X number of gambling cards in play. Then destroy each gambling card and this card. So let's go grab Jericho Moondancer. There he is in all of his pit manager glory. He is both Tucker and Charlie's nemesis, which is cool. But you see what I said about him looking like David Bowie. He's got that going on. He's going to hit each hero for 1 psychic damage, and then destroy that gambling card, destroy this card, and destroy the Keel Hall. That was all at the start of the environment turn. He says this card is indestructible while it has 7 or more HP. At the end of the environment turn, if a gambling card are in play this turn, this card deals each hero target 2 psychic damage, otherwise with the top card of the environment deck. So he's a bit of an issue. Instead of a gambling card, we are getting Laura Lilin, a demon and a waitress. Psychic damage dealt to hero targets is irreducible. Oh. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero with the lowest HP 1 psychic damage and regains a hit point. Then if the Keel Hall is in the environment trash, put it into play. Oh, it is too. Interesting. Alright, end of turn. Jericho plays the top card. It's Frankie Bon Jovi, another demon. First time each turn, each target deals sonic damage. That target gains a hit point. End of the environment turn, this card deals the hero with the highest HP 2 sonic damage. Change damage dealt by a target dealt damage this way to sonic damage until the start of the environment turn. Cool. Alright, Lara hits the lowest for 1. That is Nightmist. Frankie hits the highest for 2. Oh, how about King of Greed? So now all of her damage is sonic. Lovetown welcomes all. Put a random target from each trash into play. Well, shit. Look, it's a Lovetown resident. It is hitting the highest for 4. That is Lady Liberty. And of course, nobody else has any... Oh, I forgot the Keel Hall. That goes next to the player with the most cards in hand, which is unfortunately Nightmist. Shit. There are no targets in anybody else's trash. Timer regains X HP or X number of targets enters this play times 4. Wow. If no non-hero target enters play this way, well, it did. End of turn, the 2 highest are Cypher and King of Greed. Cypher's going to play Neural Interface. He will draw 2 cards and discard a card and draw a card. And take 2 damage. Lady Liberty will light the way. Shelter the Innocent and stand in the light. Well, darn. I'm going to discard that Shelter the Innocent and destroy Lara. She's a bit of a problem. Draw a card and she takes 2. Okay, Nightmist can play an extra card. Heedless Lash. For 1, let's hit the Lovetown resident. Put that in her hand, because it's not drawing it. And then how about Scouring Mists? 1 again. Hit Tamari with that. We will keep King of Greed buffed. Draw no cards. Speaking of the King of Greed. King of Greed will Sparkling Strike. You may draw a card or discard a card. If you discard this way, increase damage by King of Greed by 1 till the end of the turn. I'm going to discard. Deals target 2 radiant damage, make that 2, 3, 4, 5 sonic damage. And she heals 1. Power, 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 3. Let's take out the Lovetown resident, and she heals 2 because she hits twice. Draw a card. Start of turn, there are no gambling cards, so the Keel Hall just goes away. And we get Shoot Craps. Okay, cool. At the end of the environment turn, one player rolls 2 6-sided dice. Based on the roll, that player on a 2 discards their hand and destroys this card. 3 to 6 discards a card. 7 plays a card or uses a power. 8 or more draws a card. So that'll be fun. A gambling card entered play, so Jericho deals everybody 2 psychic damage. And Frankie hits the highest for 2. That is still the King of Greed. Now, who wants to shoot craps? I'm going to start with Lady Liberty. 4, she discards a card. Tamari plays Elena, Ensemble Mommy. And the villain turn, play a random card to the villain trash. If no card enters play this way, she does other stuff. 2 highest are King of Greed and Cypher again. A random card is Triangle, sounds better. Play this card next to the hero with the highest HP, not next to a copy of this card. That's King of Greed. Whenever the player of the hero next to this card plays a card, timer deals the hero next to this card 1 irresistible melee damage. If they're incapacitated, destroy this card. Okay, at least we can do stuff about that. So, who wants a Vascular Aug? Nightmist. Power, I'm going to let King of Greed draw a card. Draw a card. Alright, Lady Liberty is going to skip her play phase, use her power to discard an ongoing and get rid of Triangle Sounds Better, and draw a card. Night Mist is going to Oblivion, fuck it. 3, 2, could be worse. Everybody take 2. And she hits everything for 3. And we buff the King of Greed, draw a card, she heals 1. Boy, 1 more damage and we can just flat destroy Jericho, that'd be great. King of Greed will go for Overwhelming Luster, discard up to 4 cards. King of Greed deals a target 2 melee damage X times with X number of cards you discarded this way. I'm going to get rid of both of those. 2 melee damage twice becomes 3, 4 sonic damage twice, which means she heals 2. And then power, she'll hit Elena for 3 and 3. Dropping her, healing 2 again, draw a card. Boy, we're running out of cards though. The Moondancer plays inside Scoop. Oh, this cameo is maybe the coolest one. That's Clara Cloverfield of Clara Cloverfield Environment Deck fame. Pro Bono Journalist. This card also is a hero target. When this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck and remove this card from the game. At the end of each turn, if a non-hero card was revealed, or a villain card entered play this turn, the villain card with the highest HP deals this card 1 sonic damage, then 1 hero may use a power. So we have a little friend now. Don't forget she's a hero target. Jericho plays the top card of the deck, Tithe to Mammon. When this card enters play, each player discards a card. Oh no, I need those. Increase damage on villain targets and demon targets by 1. Oh, that's not good. Start of the environment. Turn, destroy a gambling card and this card. Well, shit. So Frankie's hitting the highest for 2. That is still King of Greed, and he heals 1. Who wants to shoot craps? There's a chance of a card draw. I'm going to give it to King of Greed. 7. She can use a power. She hits Tamari for 3 and 3 and flips them and heals 2. Whenever a card will be played from the villain deck, instead discard it, play a random card from the villain trash. Oh, right. And the villain turn, discard the top card of the villain deck and play a random card from the villain trash. If no card is played this way, Tamari deals each hero target 2 melee damage. Okay, nothing was revealed, so Clara is safe. That's it for that. Alright, so we discard the top card of the villain deck and get Triangle Sounds Better, which once again goes next to King of Greed. Good thing she's got nothing to play. End of turn, we do that again, and get Would a Square Look Nice. Tamari deals 2 your target's highest HP 2 reducible melee damage, and we get another Triangle Sounds Better. Okay, 2 highest are King of Greed and Night Mist. That's going next to Lady Liberty, who also has no cards to play. How handy. That's it. End of turn. A villain card didn't play this turn, so Tamari hits her for 2 sonic damage and heals 1. But somebody can use a power. King of Greed, 6 sonic damage, 2 healing. Okay, Cyborg Blaster, King of Greed, 2 lightning damage becomes 4 sonic damage and 1 heal. He will allow King of Greed to draw a card. Draw a card. Lady Liberty is going to stand in the light. Let's heal Night Mist for 3, everybody else for 1. Draw a card. Night Mist will call forth. Keep King of Greed buffed, draw a card, heal 1. Alright, all she's got in hand is an Overwhelming Luster, which is not going to do anything. I can do 6 damage to something, and there are 2 very nice targets I would like to deal with. Let's hit Jericho for 6 sonic damage and 2 healing. Draw a card. His days are numbered. Okay, start of turn, we destroy Shoot Craps and Tribute to Mammon. And the Moondancer plays Arms Akimbo, my favorite card. I just love this guy a lot. Demon Bouncer. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. Redirect damage dealt to demon targets and Jericho Moondancer to this card. Well, at the end of the environment turn, this card deals the hero the most cards and play 2 melee damage, and that hero destroys one of their non-character cards. Well, that's not cool. I take it back, I don't like him anymore. Jericho plays the top card of the deck, Slow Dance. When this card enters play, select 2 heroes. These heroes are immune to damage and cannot deal damage. I'm going to go with Night Mist and Cypher. Start of the environment turn, each of the selected heroes may regain 2 HP or draw 2 cards and destroy this card. Oh, that's really good. That's actually very, very nice. It's too bad she doesn't have a self-damage card that we could take advantage of. Frankie Bon Jovi hits King of Greed for 2 and heals 1. I'm sorry, no, he only hits her for 1. Clara Cloverfield is safe. Who's got the most cards in play? It's Cypher. He's immune to damage. Guess I'll destroy Neural Interface. Okay, Cyborg Punch. King of Greed, deal a target 3 sonic damage. Hit Tamari, heal 1, and draw a card. And then with his power, he'll let Night Mist draw a card. Draw a card. Lady Liberty is going to light the way. She takes a melee damage. She's going to get an Unshackled Resilience and use that immediately. 5 damage on Tamari. Draw a card. Okay, Night Mist is going to play Tome of Elder Magic, but she's going to keep using her base power. Draw a card. Heal 1. King of Greed will fixate and take a damage for it. Draw a card. Search for an ongoing or equipment card. What do we got? Let's go ahead and grab Gold Rush. put it into play, because she definitely needs another damage increase. At the end of your turn, you may draw a card or discard a card. If you discard a card this way, she deals a target 1 melee damage. There's no reason not to, honestly. Power. You know what? I'm actually going to discard a card for her base power, because it's 4 and 4 sonic damage now, isn't it? 1 and 1, 2 and 2 from Night Mist, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. Yeah, so she can just one-shot Arms Akimbo and heal 2. Draw a card. That was super worth it. Okay, each selected hero may regain 2 HP or draw 2 cards. I think they're both drawing 2 cards. Night Mist always needs cards. Destroy that card. And we get slot machines. Yay, more gambling. And the turn one player reveals their hand. If they have 3 cards with the same name in their hand, the top card of each hero deck into play in turn order, then remove this card from the game. Otherwise, their hero deals himself 2 psychic damage. Night Mist is... No, actually, she can't get there. She had 3 cards with the same name before. Maybe Cypher can? Does he have another one of these? I don't know. We'll find out. That was a gambling card. Jericho hits everybody for 2. Frankie hits King of Greed for 1 and heals 1. Nothing was revealed. Who wants to take 2 psychic damage? King of Greed will. Alright, discard the top card of the villain deck. Random card is Fading Memories. Shuffle the villain trash into the villain deck. Oh, surprising. Time deals the hero target with the highest HP X sonic damage for X is half the number of cards shuffled this way, rounded up. Discard the top 4 cards of the villain deck. So that's going to be 6. Jeez. King of Greed. They heal 1 because of Frankie. Oh, you know what? It's the first time each turn. King of Greed should have a little less HP. End of turn, we do the same thing and get Truth of Warp Trains. Non-character, non-hero targets are indestructible. Well, damn it. That's all the environment targets. And the villain turn, if this card did not enter play this turn, destroy it. Otherwise, reveal cards at the top of the deck till you reveal a townsfolk, discard it, shuffle the rest back into the villain deck, and put a townsfolk from the villain trash into play. Well, heck. So that's coming into play. Hitting the highest for 4, that is Night Mist. Okay. Oh, and Clara gets hit for 1. Somebody can use a power. I see no reason not to just have King of Greed destroy that. Just get out of here. We don't need you. Cypher will networked attack. Night Mist and King of Greed can each use a power, so we will double up the buff on King of Greed. So now she has +4 damage dealt? Yeah. And do 10 damage to Tomari for a healing. Oh, and she healed off the last one too. Power, he will let her draw a card and draw a card. Lady Liberty will play the Light of Liberty and take 1 irreducible damage. Power, she will discard this ongoing card and get rid of Truth of Warp Trains, because we don't need that. Draw a card. But both of those buffs wear off. Planar Banishment time for 4. Sheesh. We're going to get rid of Jericho, and both copies of Triangle Sounds Better. Power buff King of Greed, draw a card. I think I can just finish this. King of Greed will Overwhelming Luster, discard 3 cards. She's doing 2, 3, 4, 5 melee damage 3 times. She heals 1. And then she does 4 and 4, and we win. That was crazy. Let's take a look at the rest of the Moondancer's deck. We got through most of the deck. Blackjack, Gambling, starring Cronan. At the end of the environment turn, one player reveals the top 2 cards of the environment deck. If the sum of the HP of those cards is 21 or less, that player may play a card. Treat non-target cards as having 11 HP. Otherwise, their hero deals themselves 2 psychic damage. Shuffle the revealed cards into the environment deck. That's a really fun way to enact that mechanic in this game. And Roulette, the only other gambling card, featuring Score Motor and his nemesis, who we haven't seen yet. At the end of the environment turn, one player selects a keyword written on a card from their deck. Reveal the top card of their deck. If the revealed card shares that keyword, put it into their hand. Otherwise, discard it and their hero deals themselves 2 psychic damage. So, there we go. The HMCS Moondancer is a great deck. I love nothing more than an environment that is this interactive. You can find it on Case Files. You can find Tomari and King of Greed on Project Moon Sentinels. And you can find Target Lady Liberty on Sentinels Community Customs Classics. As always, thank you for watching. Thanks everybody for coming to chat. It was nice to see you. If you would like to come to chat and see these videos recorded live, please follow me on Twitch. And hurry, because time's running out. If you would like to get one of your decks in these videos, I'm sorry. You're basically out of luck at this point. Everything is spoken for. I'm very sorry about that. But what can you do? Tabletop Simulator, the Reva Sentinels College and DLC, Case Files, Project Moon Sentinels, and Sentinels Community Classics, not least grading these. Probably please support the official release and flip.